Do you read the Bible? There's a passage I've got memorized. Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. Now, I've been saying that shit for years. And if you ever heard it, it meant your ass. I never really thought about what it meant. I just thought it was a cold-blooded thing to say to a motherfucker before I popped a cap in his ass. But I saw some shit this morning that made me think twice. You see, now I'm thinking it could mean you're the evil man, and I'm the righteous man. And Mr. 9mm here is the shepherd protecting my ass in the valley of darkness. Or it could mean you're the righteous man, and I'm the shepherd, and it is the world that is evil and selfish. And I'd like that. But that shit ain't the truth. The truth is, you're the weak. And I am the tyranny of evil men. But I'm trying, Ringo. I am trying real hard to be the shepherd.
Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, Tupac Amaru Shakur said it best when he said that I see death around the corner. And I think that epitomizes what today's true crime story is about. Death is all around us. In as much as it sounds dark and cryptic, that is the fact. Sometimes you just can't see it coming, but it comes anyway. And that is the unfortunate case for General Hospital actor Johnny Wactor, who has been shot fatally at the age of 37 years old in downtown LA in the United States of America by a group of thieves who attempted to steal his catalytic converter from his car. Now, in case you are not familiar with what a catalytic converter is, it's a component in the car which is attached at the exhaust, and it has a lot of key functions which makes it very, very valuable. And based on this, there's a recent spike in the theft of catalytic converters across the United States. Now, it is not surprising that this is happening. But what is surprising is that these people felt that the value of this catalytic converter, which is able to be resold on the black market for about $1,000, is far worth more than the life of this 37-year-old guy, Johnny Wactor, to the point they felt they had to end his life just so they could be able to take this converter from his car. And this is as recent as just about 2 weeks ago, getting to the end of May 2024. Now, Wactor saw these guys by his car. He was with a friend around 3:30 a.m. in downtown Los Angeles. And when he saw them initially, he thought they were actually people towing his car away. So he drew closer to the person to inquire what was going on, only for him to realize that this person was actually in a face mask, and the person just drew a weapon on him and fatally fired on him and ended him in that manner. it is very unfortunate, like I said, because I don't think that it's worth it. Nobody can convince me this makes sense. Unfortunately, no suspects have been picked up yet. Now, there were people who were thinking that maybe he confronted the thieves and it resulted in they using fatal force just so they can escape. But it turns out there's the conflicting story that is not the case, but rather he just saw them and he decided to approach them thinking they were going to tow his car, and they just pulled on him before he could know what was going on. Now, if you know anything about thieves, or most thieves for that matter, their thievery can escalate into something fatal when it gets to the point that they are standing a risk of possibly being apprehended, to the point that there is a probability that any thief who is cornered and has his back against the wall may decide to resort to any form of violence just so he can be able to create a chance to escape. So the initial thinking was that is probably what happened in the case of Johnny Wactor, but it turns out that it was the other way around. He just walked into it unknowing of who these people were and thinking they were something else that they were not, and that they were just going to tow his car, but it turns out they were stealing from him. No suspects have been arrested, and unfortunately, Johnny Wactor is gone. Johnny Wactor is best known for playing Brando Corbin in the 164 episodes of the long-running soap opera titled General Hospital between 2020 and 2022. But then he was actually later written off the show. And then he also appeared in the supernatural drama show Siberia, and then Army Wives, and also in an episode of Criminal Minds. Now, when this occurred, the entire General Hospital family posted a post or posted a tweet on X talking about how heartbroken they were, and understandably so, because this epitomizes the statement by Tupac that death is all around us. He was just walking to his car around 3:30 a.m. He couldn't have seen this coming, and just like that, they sprang up on him, and the rest is history. But it's very sickening, very, very sickening, and I'm looking forward to a break happening in this case where detectives are able to get some suspects and possibly get the culprits and close this case. I'm hoping there's a CCTV footage somewhere, something that could at least lead them to the culprits, because this is something heavy, especially for his loved ones to bear, because he wasn't sick. You didn't see anything that suggested that Johnny Wactor was going to leave the face of the earth anytime soon. And out of the blue, just like that, at the snap of a finger, these thieves, just so they can steal a component part from his own car, decided they needed to take him out, and they did. I don't know if their intent was to end him or just immobilize him so they can escape, but either way, they are responsible for this, and the law has to take its course and grab them. And I'm hoping that closing this case won't take too long, because it makes the family hurt some more, and they are able to get their closure that they deserve. I wish the family strength, and my condolences goes out to them as they deal with this. Same applies to his loved ones. But hey, crime doesn't pay. I believe that these guys are going to get busted in one way or the other, because I get surprised when people resort to thievery and robberies. I ask myself, for how long are they going to keep this up? Are they going to treat this as a career where they are expecting they would actually go on with this till they are about 60 or 65 years and then happily retire and go and spend time with their grandchildren? Hell no. You are either going to prison eventually, or you are going 6 feet under. These are the junctions that you are going to face, either prison or 6 feet deep. Crime doesn't pay, and I'm hoping that these culprits are caught and the law reinforces this statement to them by virtue of what punishment will be meted out to them. Subscribe if you are yet to do so. Just go to the comment section, just type RIP Johnny Wactor. Let's share some condolences and commiserations with his loved ones and family. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there.